Horroritual. With your help and participation, we will call back the living dead. Call back Dracula. Now, call his name with me. Dracula. Dracula is back. Back because you have called him. So that you may never, ever forget what you have done. You will now be sworn in as honorary members in that most ancient and noble order, the Count Dracula Society. Further, you will hereinafter and forever be sworn to serve the thirsty Count, in sign of which you will receive your cult card. But only if you swear. 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 Raise your left hand. No, your left hand. Now, repeat after me. I do hereby swear, aver, and depose that I will hereinafter assist all the efforts of the Count Dracula Society so long as they remain consistent with the loyalties of a good American. And in sign whereof, I will receive all privileges thereto. So help me, Christopher Lee. Now, you are one of us.
Through his vampire's heart. That would have been the end of Dracula if this bunch of rotten kids hadn't raised him from the grave with their satanic invocations for Dracula A.D. 1972. And all they get for their trouble is a lot of fangs right in the neck. Welcome back, Drac. Dracula A.D. 1972. Rated PG. Professor Van Helsing. In reality, actors Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Here seen under the direction of Alan Gibson during the making of the latest and certainly most up-to-date resurrection of the deadly Transylvanian in Dracula A.D. 1972. The resounding presence of today's transatlantically successful rock group, Stoneground by name, reaffirms the film title's assertion of modern modernity. These attractive party crashers you will find are the contemporary devotees of Dracula. They are led by Johnny Alucard. What is it about that name? Descendants, they tell us, of Dracula's greatest disciple. Naturally, their elders and betters are less than pleased. So what's to do but call for help? But here's one of their elders who'll better them at almost any deviltry, just as soon as he gets his fangs in. Indeed, Christopher Lee has loomed all 6 feet 4 inches of him through the prize horror roles since he first lurched into dominance as the monster in The Curse of Frankenstein. Little wonder that this genuinely scholarly and mild-mannered gentleman, fluent in 8 languages and deriving his descent from one of the oldest Italian noble families, has been crowned Prince of Terror. He defers graciously to the late Boris Karloff as king. At home in London with his wife, actress Birgit, and 9-year-old daughter, Christina, the aura of monstrosity is much diminished. Here the scholar comes to the fore. But are not even these lucubrations ever so slightly tainted with that major preoccupation?
I've been to the country where he lived. I have been to the ruins of his castle. I have seen the monasteries and been there that he endowed. And I can assure every one of you who is listening or who is watching that Vlad V, Tsepesh, Dracula did exist.
Even the prince must be up and out into the frosty crack of foggy dawn for another meeting with the unrelenting Van Helsing and his ubiquitous stake. It's enough to give a vampire heartburn. Director Gibson shows him how to do it. He's had several tries, you'll remember. Maybe he'll do the job right this time. After all those monsters Christopher Lee has played, Fu Manchu, the Mummy, Dr. Jekyll, Frankenstein, his favorite, and that of audiences around the world, is still the Count with the Curious Taste. He's back again in Dracula A.D. 1972. And stake or no stake, we have a premonition it's not for the last time.